Hello, folks. Today, we are in a very special place. You want to tell them where we are, Mr. Matt?
We're in Milledgeville, the original capital of Georgia, where the state hospital is. Central State. Is that right? Central State.
Well, what we want to do is
Central State.
we want to convolute your minds for a second. We want to take you back to the past, the year of 1842, when there was a problem running rampant in this country. The problem was an epidemic of epilepsy, tuberculosis, mental retardation, and an epidemic on the rise of what to do with individuals that had these problems and suffered from these issues. Obviously, they were shunned from mainstream society, and usually there was a problem keeping them separate from society. And basically, the state of Georgia, the governor himself at the time, wanted a solution to this problem. So what's that solution? Central State Hospital. Basically an insane asylum, if you will.
They actually use the word lunatic, which
Lunatic
is not
asylum?
proper anymore.
Right.
But that's what back then it was, I guess that was okay. Back then it was proper.
Basically the term, it literally says on Wikipedia that it was a lunatic, idiot, epileptic asylum.
Yep.
So basically that's what we're doing today. We're showing you this massive hospital consisting of what I understand to be a total of 200 buildings on a total of 40 plus acres of land, in which there are 10,000 plus unmarked graves of the souls who lost their lives while staying in this place. It's a very dark story, has a very dark history to it. But we're almost there, and we can't wait. We've been waiting for this day to come for a very long time, and we're glad that you're with us. That's it right there.
Yeah. We're getting ready to turn on Broad Street here, right here. And the destination.
Milledgeville State Hospital, state of Georgia. The lights are on in that building.
Our destination.
Driving down Broad Street now.
Veterans Affairs.
There's a dental building. I guess that means that while making sure that you're up to date on your mental health with the process of the lobotomy, they also wanted to make sure that you had healthy teeth and a white smile at the same time.
That's part of it. I think that's where the inmates were kept. No trespassing. Ugh. That sucks. Unsafe conditions. It doesn't say no parking. I'm parking.
Go for it. Go. Standing in front of this building here, which appears to be a dorm of some sort, we've got these 3 stories of what appears to be porches. And what I would think, not by proof of word or mouth, but just from looking at it, I see, you can see clearly that the windows on these porches are gated over. But what I'm thinking is that the patients that had tuberculosis and diseases like that, these porches were designed for them so that they could come out on clear sunny days and enjoy the weather. That's why we have porches in this area. They would actually bring them out in their wheelchairs or their gurneys just to sit and soak up some sun for a while and enjoy the great outdoors in their isolated, sad way. Closer. He's getting close. He's too close.
Get off the grass. No jogging.
for each building. Believe it or not, this place actually has a museum, but we also came on the wrong day because they're not open. There is a museum here. However, it does say online that you have to call ahead of time to get reservations. So
For a tour.
for a tour.
We're gonna come back and do the tour.
Here.
Yeah, they're all holiday spirit here. Look, check it out.
Videotape Dropbox.
Oh, here you can really see it right now.
Inside the auditorium.
I bet you they still show. I bet you there's like a video about the hospital that you can watch when you take the tour. It probably costs money.
Videotape.
How much you whatever cost I
What if they have like a 1950s style
You're almost trespassing, but you're not. You stopped right at the last step. Yeah. Don't take one more step. As soon as you take that last step, they'll come out of the woods, man. Oh, you did just now. Okay.
This is a massive grounds here,
I didn't push play.
and it's so big, in fact, that we are literally going to drive to get from one end to the next.
Here's a security guy here. You can show him if you want to.
There is security out here, by the way.
Here we go. He's taking a liking to us.
The company itself is known as Dynamic Security. We've only seen one guard out here at this time, although it is a holiday and nothing is open. The museum is closed, so there may be more security at different points. But if you were thinking about maybe trying to get into one of these buildings, I just wanted to let you know there is security here, and so just be aware of that. Also, even with not being able to get in the buildings, yeah, it's a bummer, but there's plenty of stuff to look at around here, and so it's definitely worthwhile making the trip out here. It's very fascinating. The museum itself looks very interesting. There is plenty of history, and from what it looks, it's legitimate history. It's got the dark past of this place and the things that happened in this place. It's all documented. This was one of the turning points. I believe that in the 70s or the 80s was when this country changed its point of view on the mentally disturbed and mentally ill citizens of this country, and they went into all these hospitals and started cleaning them out, started getting the patients out. They uncovered the malpractice of the doctors that worked in these facilities, and that's pretty much what ended the operation of places like this. A few of them stayed open after that point, but ever since, I'd say, the early 80s and now, you see these hospitals all around the country, and they're just closing one after the next because the treatment for these people is starting to evolve into something that's more practical and more beneficial and humane for the patients.
There was a lot of malpractice in these kind of places too.
A lot of just sheer cruelty, treatment that really made no sense medically, basically to torture people.
Illegal experimentation.
Illegal experimenting, just a big display of ignorance as far as what we knew about the mentally ill and how to treat them. Which, if you ask me, common sense would say that you can't take a massive amount of people that have these issues and these conditions and cram them into buildings together with staff that is in an understaffed place where the staff is shorthanded and they cannot receive the care that they need and deserve.
Excalibur.
I'm king.
It looks like that was placed there. Like
I am now king.
she's like, you won't even have to hear it. It won't even matter if you hear what we're saying or not.
Upon this hillside lie the remains of an estimated 2,000 African American patients that were once patients of Central State Hospital. So what do you know about this, what you were telling me about the relocation and the reason for the relocation?
I don't know, I just saw it on the sign over there. It just said it on there that there was it was for construction, I guess, for when they built that.
So these
I guess they were in the way.
These poor souls just so happen to be buried in a location where
There's one that's like
they just happened to be buried in a location where they wanted to expand upon a site where they wanted to build an additional building for the hospital, and they needed to be relocated for that reason. Oh, I'm sorry. There really doesn't appear to be, from what we can see. Now, a lot of these markers are covered with leaves from fall. There doesn't really appear to be any real order to these markers, the numbers on these markers. They just appear to be sporadic, and they don't really resemble anything that makes a pattern or an organization at all. They're very random. They're very sporadic. From what I read, the only way that they were able to find these graves is to come out here with a metal detector. What it was patients that returned to the hospital after being discharged from the hospital, returned at a later date, visited the museum. I believe this was back in the 1950s, they made a request to see the graveyard because there were people that had died when they were admitted that they wanted to go and visit their graves. So they requested to come out here and see the graves. However, when they came out here, they found that the place was overgrown and that the graves were unmarked. So apparently they had just been dumping the bodies out here in this area along this hillside. We're standing just outside the Freeman Hall in honor of R.H. Freeman Jr., chairman, built in 1939.
I gotta get a cheeseburger in me.
And I just thought it interesting and noteworthy to point out that there are still curtains in the windows. Alright viewers, so we came out here today basically on a long shot. We didn't know what to expect. There are pictures on the internet. There are some videos, not many videos though at all. There's information on the history of this place. There isn't a lot of information on the current, just put it this way, it's not really supported to be an area of interest. It is on the National Historic Registry, but there aren't very many, say, tourists that will come out here. This is not a mainstream location of interest for the general public, and so there's not a lot of information on the significance of certain sites or buildings. Ending on that note, I just want to say thanks for watching my videos again. Thank you for all of your support that you continue to give to me. Thank you for your interest. I'm going to continue to make videos. Also, again, I'm going to take this time to remind you that if you're not subscribed to my channel, there are 2 quick and easy ways that you can do so. First of all, just simply click in the top right hand corner of your screen on the click here to subscribe button. It's a little button that's up here. Just click that button and it'll take you to the main page where you can push the subscribe button, and you will automatically be subscribed to my page, and you will be notified whenever I post a new video. Also, if for whatever reason you don't see that button up there, simply type into your browser bar on the internet www.youtube.com/Line of the Nation's Rage with no spaces, and hit enter, and it will take you to my main page where you can see all of my videos and subscribe. But thanks again for watching. You guys have a nice day. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. Later. See the hawks up in the air?
Those are buzzards.
Buzzards. I'm horrible at bird watching. Be glad I don't make YouTube videos about that. At my Arabia Mountain video, I actually said there were eagles up in the air, and I actually said these are beautiful domestic animals or creatures, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. If these were domestic, somebody would be in jail. Majestic.
Yeah.
Beautifully majestic.
That's what you meant to say?
Yeah, but I said domestic.
That's funny.
Those are not domestic vultures.
That's funny.
They're not majestic either. They're actually the garbage caretakers of the natural world. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do bird watching.
God's
all right.
Cleanup crew, they say.
Oh yeah, God's cleanup crew.
That's what I've heard people say that.
Well said.